of Traditional Rulers Law. More reactions trail Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited uncovers 83 illegal refineries in Niger Delta. Kenya religious cult leader to face murder charges over Shakahola deaths. Before the news in details, here is the special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the tasks ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Nonye Nwokoye. Anambra State government has advised traditional rulers to adhere strictly to the state traditional laws and avoid any actions that could contravene the provisions of the law.
Release signed by the Press Secretary to the Governor, Christian Aburime, confirmed that Igwe F.E. Obeledu of Aguleze Chukwu in Agwata local government area, Igwe Damian Ezani of Neni in Anocha local government area, and Igwe Gerard Mbamalo of Ojoto in Idemili South local government area have respectively apologized to Anambra State government and withdraw and cancel the phantom chieftaincy title conferred on Senator Ifeanyi Uba as it contravenes the state traditional ruler law. The release noted that the action of the three traditional rulers was direct contravention of the state traditional rulers code, which outlines the rules and regulations regarding the granting and revocation of chieftaincy title. It says that consequently, the titles of Ikemba Ojoto, Odenjimjim Nneni, and Dike Ejejogo earlier bestowed on Senator Ifeanyi Uba have been withdrawn and cancelled by the three traditional rulers. According to the release, it was contained in their respective letters of apology to the state governments, which also confirmed the withdrawal and cancellation of the chieftaincy titles, which they variously describe as nullity.
The chairman of the Nigerian Legion in Anambra State, Dr. Ben Eze Abogo, says it is a great honor to serve the country, engaging in different military operations both in Nigeria and abroad. Kenechukwu Chukwudi defied the report taken from our studio.
Speaking during the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration at the Dr. Alex Ekweme Square in Awka, Dr. Eze Abogu, who retired from the army in 1999, called on members of the public to always honor the veterans for their selfless service and thanked Governor Chukwuma Soludo for being friendly with members of the State Legion.
We thank God for surviving the whole operation. It's not easy to serve the army and retire alive. We pray God that the general public should appreciate the hard work of the military veterans, having given their best, their youthful age, their active age to the service of the nation, selflessly, which should be appreciated by the public spirited individuals and the government of Nigeria and the Anambra State in particular. Yes, that's our prayer. Thank you very much. So, but good enough, our governor is doing well. So far, so good. It's a solution governor truly.
The national president, Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, Barrister Titus Abudo, who was also at the solemn ceremony, noted that the U-Tide showcased the efforts the security agencies made in ensuring a hitch-free celebration.
I must thank Mr. Governor for all he has been doing. Anambra State is more secure than it used to be. It's the duty of the government to ensure that these men who sacrifice their life, their life, morning, day, night, to ensure that we are safe and well taken care of. Because as in
the traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwe Ben Emeka, explained that Anambra State was peaceful during the Yuletide, with improved infrastructure noticeable, urging the government not to neglect the widows and families of departed members of the armed forces.
I can tell you that everybody in Anambra is happy, except somebody who is opposing the governor. Otherwise, everywhere was peaceful. All the roundabouts, junctions that we used to have a serious hold up before, there was none. There was none, and this can be attributed to good roads. So I think security is the primary duty of government, and governor is not staying back on that. He's doing his best, and security. Anambra is more secure now than he used to do before.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Anambra East Local Government Area, Dr. Anselm Onora, said the day is important to remember the sacrifices of armed forces, both for the dead and living, and thank the state government for its effort in improving security and assisting serving armed personnel. Other retired veterans who spoke during the event, including Warrant Officer Dominic Okafor of the Nigerian Army, who retired in 2017, Captain Tony Ebu, who retired after the Nigerian Civil War, and a member of the Nigerian Legion, Dr. Edwin Uba, emphasized that it is an honor to serve the nation and harped on the need for their welfare to be improved.
Police Special Crack Squad deployed to Ihiala by the Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adeyemi Adeoye, has foiled an armed robbery operation and neutralized one of the hoodlums. A release signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, says the squad, which works with the local vigilante, had restored calm in the area, making it possible for Ihiala's sons and daughters who trooped in from the diaspora and elsewhere to enjoy the festive season. According to Mr. Ikenga, the encounter with the gunmen occurred as they attempted to rob a middle-aged man of his vehicle at Obahuekwem, Ihiala. And on sighting the squad, the gunmen who operated on 2 motorcycles opened fire on the police. According to the release, the operatives professionally engaged them to avoid hitting the would-be victims of the armed robbery, who then zoomed off from the scene, and 1 automatic pump-action gun and 2 motorcycles were recovered from the hoodlums. The Commissioner of Police, who expressed satisfaction with the tremendous work the police squad has done, charged them not to relent in flushing out all criminal elements out of Ihiala and neighboring communities like Iseke, Lilu, Osumowo, and Azia. He promised continuous logistics support to the squad to ensure it fulfills its mandate. The Archbishop Province on the Niger and Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Alexander Ibezim, has asked privileged individuals to show more commitment to in-church activities. Most Reverend Ibezim was speaking at the dedication of a new ultra-modern vicarage at Emmanuel Anglican Church in Ugoku, Njikoka local government area of Anambra State, to mark the 4 years memorial service in honor of late Pa Samuel Okonkwo and 1-year memorial of Dame Mercy Anekwe. The ceremony, which began with a church service, attracted family members, friends, and well-wishers and dignitaries who traveled from far and near to join the family in the Thanksgiving and memorial service. We have details of that report.
The ceremony, which began with a church service, attracted family members, friends, well-wishers, and dignitaries who traveled from far and near to join the family in the Thanksgiving and memorial service. Dedicating the new vicarage, Most Reverend Ibezim thanked God for the life of the late couple, noting that their legacy is a testament of the mighty hands of God in their family. He appreciated the family for changing the face of Emmanuel Church, as well as their other numerous contributions in the diocese, and urged them to uphold their faith while encouraging other members of the community to emulate their philanthropic lifestyle and contribute their quota to church projects in Awka Diocese and development of the community. In his remarks, the member representing Njikoka 1 constituency in Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Shedi Bemeka, noted that Mr. Obinna Nekwe is a young man God is using to bless the people of Enugu through his work of philanthropy, urging other indigenes of Enugu community, both at home and the diaspora, to embrace their Think Home philosophy and bring home their investment to help build a livable and prosperous community and homeland for all.
God has used to bless this community. And we pray God as He remembers His late parents, that God, in His infinite mercy, going by what He has done, what He has used Him to do, is that God will continue to prosper Him, prosper His entire family members.
Earlier, the vicar and archdeacon of Emmanuel Anglican Church in Ugupu stated that righteousness attracts blessings perpetually, while the mouth of the wicked conceals violence, noting that the essence of the gathering was to celebrate and thank God for the good legacies of the late parents of the Anyakwes family, for their passion and dedication to God's service and support to their neighbors, noting the influence of their selfless services to humanity on their children cannot be overemphasized. Responding on behalf of the family, Mr. Anekwe expressed gratitude to everyone for honoring their invitation and promised to build upon the legacies of his late parents.
It was a celebration of joy, love, partnership, tolerance, and tenacity as Mr. and Mrs. Cyprian Nwankwoji celebrated their Golden Jubilee anniversary in a grand style in Omowo, Orumba North local government area of Anambra State. The couple's Golden Jubilee anniversary celebration began with a holy mass at St. Pius Catholic Church, Omowo, Orumba North Council area. We have details of that report.
In a homily, Reverend Father Fidelis Ugozo urged the congregation to focus on doing the will of God at all times to create a positive change in the society through acts of commitment and dedication to God and humanity. Speaking to ABS, Mr. Cyprian Nwankwoji, while expressing gratitude to God, stated that he is overwhelmed by the show of love from his children, relatives, friends, and well-wishers, and noted that they have been married for over 10 years without any issue, and had shared countless memories and experiences of suffering and pain, resulting to the testimonies of their undying love for each other, a testimony of God's faithfulness and mercy. For the children, Mrs. Onyinye Okoli and her younger sister, Mr. Okafor Judith, the story of their parents is a story of two lovebirds who have defied all odds to stick with each other through thick and thin of life, hence radiating a beacon of inspiration and hope for young couples in the 21st century.
I'm so glad and I thank God I was born in this family. I'm so happy for today's occasion. I really thank God. I wish that my own marriage will reach to this level. And I pray that it will live like many more years. In fact, I want to celebrate 75 years for them too.
On her part, the younger sister to Mr. Cyprian, Reverend Sister Rose Nwankwoji, stated that her brother is a peacemaker, a God-fearing Christian, and a responsible husband and father, filled with compassion and love. Also, the first son of the couple, Chief Uchenna Okoli, appreciated God for his parents, stating that the anniversary calls for a joyful celebration of the goodness of God upon the family, and prayed that God would continue to sustain their union and enable them to celebrate more happy and successful years together. The anniversary celebration also featured cutting of cake and special dance sessions by couples, as well as other musical performance and cultural display by different band groups and masquerades. Other notable personalities who graced the occasion includes the traditional ruler of Omoho, Igwe RN of 4, business associates, and Umuada Omoho 8th grade, amongst others.
Congratulations to them. Now to the national scene. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited said it has in the past week uncovered no fewer than 83 illegal refineries in the Niger Delta. The NNPCL disclosed this on its X handle on Tuesday, adding that 15 illegal pipeline connections were also discovered within the same period. According to a video shared with the Post, it was disclosed that between January 6 and 12, a total of 211 incidents of oil theft and vandalism were reported. Mr. Stanley Onwebu of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, a native of Obofemele in Awka North local government area, has tied the nuptial knot with his heartthrob, former Miss Davina Chibuzo from Nando in Anambra East local government area. The holy matrimonial reception took place at the International Chapel of Elegance, Opuno, and Cathedral Church of St. Faith Hall in Awka were well attended by families and friends of the new couple who came to witness the union and rejoice with the couple. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Okonkwo, has the details.
In a message during the holy matrimony, the pastor of the International Chapel of Elegance, Pastor Ebenezer Eze, told the new couple to love, respect, support, and be patient with each other at all times, and avoid any act that is capable of destroying their marriage and ruin. Pastor Eze used the opportunity to caution husbands against wife batterings and also asked wives to always respect their husbands as God commanded for a happy marriage.
One of the things that will make your marriage succeed is patience. See, don't expect too much from her. And don't expect too much from you. Because you see, aside from the beauty, there is also more work to do. There's much work to do after you're married. Because the more you live, the more you understand each other.
They remark the immediate past Director of News and Current Affairs of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Mr. Geb Opaleze, who was the chairman on the occasion, wished the new couple well and prayed for God's unending love in their union. For the Director of Programs of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mrs. Nneka Ekunife, the couple should always understand themselves, be each other's confidant, embrace forgiveness and perseverance in order to surmount marital challenges.
I'm so elated, I'm so happy because it's a program staff, it's my staff, and it's more or less a son. There are issues that might crop up of they should handle with love, care, and understanding.
The new couple, Mr. and Mrs. Onwebu, thanked God for making their dreams a reality, describing each other as unique and wonderful beings that are divinely meant to be together, and promised to love and cherish each other to infinity.
I feel so excited, marrying to this beautiful woman by me. Her personality is what attracted me. It all started like joke, like play, but I know that the hand of God was on it. I love her. She actually knows that, and I can tell her anywhere, anytime.
I feel excited. I mean, every woman feels excited in a wedding day, so I am super excited. Well, he's a very hardworking man, and he's intelligent too, and he's sweet, charming, and so many things. So I'm promising him to be a good wife, submit to him at all times, and honor him for the rest of my life.
The event featured exchange of marital vows, cutting of the wedding cake, and nuptial dance by the couple. In Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
It's a happy married life to Stanley Onwebu and the wife. Now, on the foreign scene, Kenyan court has ordered cult leader Mackenzie and 30 associates to undergo mental health evaluations before being charged with the murder of 191 children whose bodies have been exhumed since last April from the Shakola forest. During a hearing in the coastal town of Malindi, the court granted a prosecution request to conduct mental health assessments of the 31 defendants before they are formally charged and enter pleas in 2 weeks. Prosecutors say they will charge 95 people in total on counts of murder, manslaughter, terrorism, and torture. A lawyer for Mackenzie, who has been in custody since police started unearthing bodies in the forest, has said the self-styled pastor is cooperating with the investigation. Authorities say Mackenzie, the head of the Good News International Church, ordered his followers in southeastern Kenya to starve themselves and their children to death so that they could go to heaven before the world ended. More than 400 bodies were uncovered over months of exhumations across tens of thousands of acres of forest, making this one of the world's worst cult-related tragedies in recent history. And on burial, the death of a loved one is no doubt painful, but could be a time to celebrate one's legacy and impactful life. This was the case for Nobi community in Idemili South Council area of Anambra State, and the family of the traditional ruler of the community, Igwe Nick Obi, as the remains of his wife, Barrister Clara Wando Obi, was laid to rest, aged 80. The deceased served at various times as executive officer of the East Central State Government, administrative officer of the State Civil Service, senior and chief magistrate in Anambra State Judiciary, where she was until retirement. Our correspondent, Ifoma Okibo, reports.
The funeral mass held in her honor at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Nobi was presided over by Cardinal Francis Arinze and assisted by other priests who came from within and outside the state. In his homily, Cardinal Arinze described the death of Barrister Mrs. Obi as a great loss not only to her family but to the people of Nobi at large, but maintained that Christ's assurance to his people about eternal life gives hope that death will not separate her forever from her loved ones.
N'ụwa nke a abụrụ anyị na anyị na-agafe agafe nnukwu mwute wee dakwasị His Royal Highness Igwe Nnobi. Anyị wee na-egosi obi mwute ya na ụmụ ya na ndị ụmụnna na Nnobi niile na ndị niile kwa na ndị Nnobi maara ọfụma.
In their separate tribute, the first daughter and last daughter of the deceased, Princess Ndidi Obi Mbanugo, and 2 of her grandchildren, Mr. Onyebuchi Obi and Miss Wando Udemezu, and her daughter-in-law, Mrs. Chinenye Obi, eulogized her as a virtuous woman, their first love, best friend, and prayer warrior, who united her family and was never found wanting in her duties as a mother.
Mana anya dey feel na mmadụ anọrọ ebe a ma ọnọdụ ya ihe niile na-akwadocha ihe niile ịbata ịma na mmadụ nọ n'ụlọ mana nke anyị nata I feel nọ na ọnọrọ ya.
Adding his voice, one of her grandsons-in-law, Chief Gerard Udemezu, saw her as a very loving and caring mother, not only to her family but to everyone around her, and prayed for her peaceful repose. In their condolence messages, the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, the member representing Idemili North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Uche Okonkwo, the traditional ruler of Nnewi, Igwe Kenneth Orizu III, the traditional ruler of Ojoto, Igwe Gerard Mbamalo, on behalf of other traditional rulers in the state, alongside the Olodi Ape of Asaba, Chief Dr. Ngozi Alana, Chief Chukwudi Nzerebe, Chief Ogochukwu Chukwuneke, Chief Emeka Ifeanyi Chukwu, and the wife of Opala Nobi, Lady Amaka Ifezu, among others, who came to sympathize with the family and one of their own, urged them to take solace in the Lord as the deceased lived an accomplished life.
So I was sent as a delegate to come and condole the Igwe family for the loss of our queen, Ocheze. For the prayer is God to rest her soul Please, our prayers and thoughts are with the Igwe family. And I think it's important to go there and look at.
The funeral ceremony was attended by dignitaries from all walks of life, members of Nnobi Royal Cabinet, Ndi Ichies, top government functionaries, politicians, social groups, relatives, friends, in-laws, well-wishers from far and near who took turns to pay their condolences. Masquerade display, Mpokiti dancers, and dance by band groups added glamour to the event. From Nnobi, Ifeoma Okibo for ABS News.
And that's it on the news. Our condolences to the royal family of Nnobi. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Anambra State Government has enjoined traditional rulers to avoid actions that contravene provisions of traditional rulers law. More reactions are trailing Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has uncovered 83 illegal refineries in Delta State. And on the foreign scene, Kenya religious cult leader will face murder charges over Shakahola deaths. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. We thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Mokoye. Good morning and have a beautiful day.